Welcome back, leaders. Today we will discuss important leadership trait, honest communication. I'll cover it in various parts, so please stay tuned. To start with, let me harp upon how to build trust and the importance of building trust in a leadership position. As you know, it takes years to develop trust of a person and it takes a second to break it. So as leaders, it is very important that we always work towards developing the utmost trust so that a person trusts you completely. Now it is a continuous process for building and maintaining trust. I'll let you know various aspects how to develop trust. The first thing is doing the right thing always, which is also called as having integrity. As you know that leaders are made over a period of time, so you need to inculcate this habit of doing the right thing always. Now, how do you know whether what you are doing is right or wrong? Now, first thing, you need to trust your inner instinct. Do not do anything which will break trust or for your teammates. So you have to feel it right from inside to do. So if you can trust your instinct, go with your instinct, you will always be a trusted person. Honesty is a core trait of leadership. Now, integrity, honesty, we all know this. But how to develop honesty, how to having integrity always is a question. You need to be honest and true to yourself. As I told you, trust your inner instinct. If you are real you, that means if you are not showing off that you are something else, then automatically you will gain the trust of your team or students. So always be the real you. To err is human. That means to make error is human. If you have made error, see, nobody is perfect in this world. We all are living our life the way it is supposed to be or destined. And nobody is perfect. A person who is working will definitely commit mistake. Remember always that the more a person is making the mistake, the more he is working. As a leader, you should handhold that person, and if you have committed a mistake, I had seen n number of time in my professional career where people in higher positions, they make mistake and they push it on their teammates. They will never want to take blame for the fear of unknown, that is of losing job or something like that. They will always try to push and make somebody a scapegoat in that process. So you will never become a great leader if you are doing such mistake. If you have done a mistake, it is always better to go back to your boss or go back to your team instead and say sorry that I have done this and this is my mistake. And even if your team member has done mistake, have the moral responsibility of accepting it and telling your higher ups that yes, it is your mistake, not of any team member. Appreciation. I had seen people, the bosses especially, they do not like to appreciate for good work. Instead, they always focus on pointing out mistakes to their team members or students. We all live for appreciation. We like, somewhere inside, we like appreciation. So, it should be genuine. As a great leader, you should always genuinely appreciate somebody, that too in time and in front of everybody. Always remember, appreciation should be always in front of everybody. And you should always give the credit to your team. Even if you have done something, never take credit for your work or your subordinates' work. Always give them the credit. It automatically instills confidence in your team member that okay, I'm being made important in this particular role. In the same way, feedback. Generally, feedback is positive or negative. Unfortunately, feedback is always seen as a negative word or negative connotation. If you are giving a negative feedback, it should always be in private and only to the concerned person. Never give a negative feedback to somebody else. Generally, human mind is trained to focus on negativity. That's why you see all negative news on paper. So you are more worried about the negative news. Example, if I tell you 99 good things about you, and if I tell you one negative feedback about you, automatically the brain will ignore all the positive 99s and it will focus only on the negative feedback. Why this person has told me this? Why this person has pointed that to me? So nobody is perfect. Everybody has their own shortcomings. So always give feedback to the person. So taking it forward, avoid gossips. You cannot become a great leader if you indulge in gossips. Believe me. And never ever talk behind somebody's back. I tell to my teammates also, if you want to become a great leader, appreciate in front of others and give feedback in front of that person. Never ever give a negative feedback in front of anybody else, and never go by hearsay. As a leader, you should be unbiased. You should be completely unbiased. Generally, I had seen in my experience that a person will go and give some negative feedback about some person, and whosoever goes first, the leader makes a bias out of it. Okay, maybe this is the right thing. He will, and the person who is right will never go and tell you immediately. That also you remember in your life. So always have your own assessment. Listen to both parties, but have your own assessment, and it should be unbiased. It is very difficult for a great leader to have an unbiased opinion. And naturally, to become great leader, you have to inculcate these small things. And if somebody has done a mistake or something, please avoid stereotyping them. Don't be judgmental, because if somebody has done a mistake, you generally make a stereotype saying that okay, he is like this only, he is lazy only. So it will furthermore destroy the motivation of that person. So very, very important that give them chance. Generally, I follow a rule of 3. That means I give a person 3 chances. First, I'll make them aware, or I'll just tell them frankly that okay, this is what is expected out of you, and this is what we should do. Second chance, if he has committed the same mistake again, I say it is a blunder, firstly, and then you can make them understand why. And my habit is I make them realize what their mistake is and how can it impact the entire team or that person per se. So it is very important. Now third time he commits the same blunder, then he gets peace of mind. But generally I had seen leaders or bosses giving the peace of mind in the first instance itself, which is again a very wrong practice. Give them a chance, make them understand, and even if it is kid or an elderly person or employee, anybody, this can be applied everywhere, that you first warn them that what you are doing is wrong, you are going off track. So get them back with a positive attitude, that saying that okay, I'm telling you not to do. If he's doing it again, just tell them that this is not expected out of you because of 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons. And if he is still doing, then the third stage, it is better to part ways with such person, because you cannot keep counseling a person to infinity. So that's all for part 1 today. Please wait for part 2, which will be coming soon, and stay tuned. Thank you so much.